Robert Heffernan, Endotech, exclusively for the Pareto Network and Endotech subscribers. This is Blockchain Vitals, and we got a twofer going today. So we had technical difficulties last night, and so I did a little segment earlier today talking about crypto weakness. I'm a master technician now in the matrix, trading or not trading cryptos as it may be. So I can't wait to get into it today, and just checking on the feed. There we go. Let's get into the rounds right away because I'm going to fire today. Doing the rounds. Little segment we do every day talking about cryptocurrencies, blockchain assets, my take on what I'm seeing. And for me today, it was all about Twitter and a couple of tweets that I found very interesting and ones that I want to talk about here. And they are from Rand Neuer. Neuner. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. I thought it was Neuer, but now that I look at it, it's Neuner. Like a Nooner. I like him already. Anyway, let's get rid of my ugly mug. No need to see me. And bring up the first tweet here, because I really want to spend some time talking about this thought process. With DEFCON 2 to 5 months away and at a network value of $35 billion, I'm starting to buy Ethereum. I have no doubt the market will recover and have seen the size, intellect, and strength of the Ethereum community. At $35 billion, and it's a solid, stable bet. All right, a solid, stable bet, Rand is saying, and I have some problems with that because my problem mostly with that is it's a solid, stable bet compared to what, and are you just all in forever? Is there no drawdown that you care about? Because for me and the price action, especially on the weekly, and Ethereum hasn't been around very long or long enough to start building very long monthly type price discovery charts. This is a fundamental viewpoint, and that's great. That's a fundamental viewpoint. He seems like a smart guy. Believe me, he's traveled the world. He's talked to a ton of people. I'm not doubting that. He's seen a lot, but the price action for me just doesn't fit the fundamental story that's being told, and it very well may be. And because I'm bringing up another quote, a tweet of his. And I've talked about this, about all the money that's poured into this market and all of these ICOs, especially Ethereum-based, they got Ethereum priced at a certain fiat level. And going forward, all of their expenses are in fiat, not in Ethereum, or the majority of them. And so you've got a constant sale pressure from money being raised that needs to be turned into fiat to pay for electric bills and for the lights and the plumbing and to take your coworkers out to work to show your appreciation for them. The ecosystem of paying for all of this in crypto is not evolved to the point that they're going to build out all of these infrastructures in crypto. Hasn't happened yet. And so for my money, looking at just what the market cap is, and you think that fundamentally that's a solid area, it's nothing that I've been involved with, all right? And I've done this for a long time. And you can say that the price of cattle should be X, but the supply and the demand have a big impact on that. Whether you think the fundamentals are sound or not, it doesn't make a difference. And there's people that want to take all of your money because of your fundamental view, and the market can stay illogical, and the market can stay not bearing what the fundamentals show you a lot longer than you can stay solvent. All right, so you could take your fundamental view and stick it in your ass as far as I'm concerned, because I am worried about my dollars. I am worried about the money that I have invested and seeing it disintegrate by a third more, because I really think that the chart is telling me that. And I'm going to talk about those levels in the vital segment, but you need to be a subscriber, all right, before I talk where I really think Ethereum's going. All right, let's continue on with Rand because this was another interesting one. Two reasons why I want to talk about this, and let's get my head out of the top here so we don't need to see that. Two reasons this one's interesting to me. First of all, it's very weird how there was an almost identical tweet from somebody else, but saying the exact same thing. Spent the morning with an ICO not to be named, and they raised $30 million US in Ethereum when Ethereum was priced at $1,200, so somewhere around December, January. They panicked and sold the remaining Ethereum last night. They have $4 million left. They panicked because their costs are in fiat currency. And if they had $30 million in fiat currency, why not just change it all to dollars and take the $30 million and build out your fantastic idea? Why risk it? I mean, complete idiots at best as far as managing the risk of their cash flow. All right? And again, showing you that they're panicking because they have bills in fiat, so they have to sell their Ethereum. Well, they would have been a lot better selling their Ethereum when they had $25 million rather than $4 million. All right? You're going to be able to do a lot less. I've been saying it for a while. All right? I've been saying it for a while. But the other one that's interesting here, very interesting, is that this is what I'm talking about here. Hold on. There it is. ICO spent the evening with the blockchain startup who claimed they have $40 million. They panicked and sold the remaining Ethereum 2 weeks ago. They now have $2 million. Incredibly similar tweet, and I don't know what to make of that. I really don't know what to make of that. But what I can tell you for sure, what I can tell you 100% for sure is that all of these ICOs that raised a bunch of money in Ethereum and thought the bounce was going to save them, you want to talk about panic selling, it's coming. All right, because if the $4 million or $2 million can get you maybe a year down the road, maybe somewhere towards some sort of technology that could actually be used in some space on the blockchain, well, you better sell your Ethereum now and have the money to pay the bills for the next year. Because what you're risking is that $4 million becoming $2 million and your $2 million becoming $1 million. If there's not a bounce, you're dead. You're out of business. And you should have been paying attention to the technicals and somebody with some sort of technical savvy the whole way. And for that matter, you already won the lottery when you raised $30 or $40 million. You should have pitched it all. All right. The only reason why you didn't pitch it all is because you were greedy and you thought the 30 was going to become 60 or the 40 was going to become 80, that Ethereum was going to go to 12,000 and it was going to become 200 million. Well, now it's 4 million. What are you going to do? You got to do something because, believe me, they're not going to leave the lights on, right? They're not going to continue delivering pizzas if you don't have any money to pay them. Anyway, let's talk about reality and what the chart is saying and where these things possibly can go, all right? Now, I did jump in here in Bitcoin, but that's all I'm going to tell you because I got to say goodbye to the YouTube crowd.